And now I'll mount the disk to that directory. Okay, let me verify it worked. Running ASB. Okay, now shows SVDF has data 1 as its mount point. Good. So it's mounted here, and DF dash H confirms it. DF SFDA is mounted at the data 1 with 10 gigabyte available. Sudo DF. Good. Here's a cool trick that shows how mounting works. I'll create a file called not mounted inside data 1 while this disk is mounted. So now I mounted the disk. When I check the directory again, the not mounted file is gone. Actually, it's hidden. It's on the root file system, but the mounted disk was covering it. So sudo mount. I will remount it so we can move on. Now for the 1 gig disk, same process. Format it with SFS. Okay, good. So create a mount point at opt or backup. For time consumption, I will just have to require some of the apps and mount the disk at backup. And now let me show you both disks are ready. Good. So now both disks, this shows that the file system type and mount point to each disk. Both SVDF and SVDG have XFS as their file system, and both are mounted at their correct location. Um, yes, yeah, they are all mounted at their location. And DF dash H confirms both are mounted and available. The 10 gig at data 1 and the 1 gig at opt or backup. As you can see, as you can see. So the question I have to answer is, what is the mount point for DEF SVDA? Looking at our disk LSBAKF output, DEF SVDA is mounted at opt backup. That is the directory where this 1 gig is accessible. And question 2 says, what command or mount or partition? The command is on mount. um dash, that's amount. There is no n in the middle. Like this is how it says. This is how it should be. You can use it with a device name like sudo amount dev svdg, or the mount point like sudo mount. I actually showed this earlier when I mounted data one. So the question 3 says, what command allows you to change a partition label? Since we are using SVS file system, the command is sfs underscore admin. For example, if I wanted to label the backup days, I would type sudo sfs underscore admin dash l backup stroke def stroke xvdg. The dash l flag set the label. You can verify the label with sudo lsblk f to see the label column. Let me do one final verification showing everything is working. So as you can see, everything is working perfectly. Both disks, both are SFS, both are mounted the 10 gig at data one and 1 gig at backup. That is a disk formatted or mounted, verified, and questions answered. Thanks for watching.